What's up, guys? Welcome to Arizona's Arcade Heroes. So we're gonna do something pretty awesome here. I picked up this Midway 12-in-1 home arcade, very cheap. Local church nearby was getting rid of it, upgrading their room, so I took it off their hands. You can see it's got 12 arcade classics on it, none of which I'm really too big on. It's got Rampage, Robotron, some basic ones, but we're gonna turn this into an Injustice 2 cabinet, which means we're gonna have to rip everything out, we're gonna have to skin it, we're gonna have to put joysticks, buttons, an Xbox One, all kinds of good stuff in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. This is part one of the tutorial. So first things first, let's gut this machine out. All right, guys, so I just got done removing about, I don't know, 14, 16 screws from the back of this so we can see inside. You can see there's a cartridge sticking up right there. It comes out on the front, which is kind of weird, but that's what's got all 12 games on here. So I'm gonna have to rip that out from the back, and I'm gonna remove this bezel so we can put an LCD monitor in here. But you guys can see it's got a whole tube TV in there, a lot of wood, a lot of nuts and bolts. So I'm gonna get to work. Let's rip all this stuff out of here. So a lot of you guys might be wondering, why did I choose Injustice 2? Well, to me, this is one of the best fighting games ever. Hence the name Arizona Arcade Heroes. I love superheroes, and as some of you who have seen some of my other videos know, I love the Ninja Turtles, and this game has both. It's got excellent graphics. So all we're gonna do is put an Xbox One inside the cabinet with an HDMI splitter. That way we can run Raspberry Pi, RetroPie as well. So you get this game when any other Xbox One game and all the retro games.
All right, guys, so here's how many screws I pulled out of this thing. I'm not kidding, I was sweating after I was done because not all these were in an easy to reach spot. I had to lay on my back. I had to manually unscrew about half of these, so it was a lot of work, but you can see we emptied out the cabinet. The marquee department is empty, which is interesting because I might use that for something, some sort of storage on the cabinet. But then we've got, you can see it's got a big empty cavity right here. And what's amazing about it was it actually had a TV, a CRT TV inside of the Midway cabinet. And then even stranger was it had this cartridge system. So it had like the 12 games on a cartridge. Here's the control deck. This thing was not easy to get out at all. And then here's the power supply. So this thing's gutted, guys. So it's time to install a new monitor. Let's do this. All right, guys. So here's what we got going on. I actually did install a new 22-inch LCD monitor on there. So basically what I did was I took the shelving out of the bottom and I took the shelf itself and I actually cut this piece right here, measured to scale about 5 inches up from the bottom of the control deck. Then I cut the upper piece up here. Let me see if you guys can see that up there. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but it's a clean bezel on there. And then the 22-inch screen basically goes all the way from one side to the other. And then I actually just put a clean piece of the shelving right here too. I've just got this tape on here right now to hold it together until I can put some actual trim on there, but you guys can see it's looking good. We got our LCD monitor on there, so on to the next step. So I think we're doing pretty good here. We've got our 22-inch monitor installed. And the reason I left the monitor kind of protruding like that, you guys, is that there's a lot of options right here on the monitor as far as brightness, angle, and I didn't want that to be covered up by the bezel. So I'll probably figure out a way to just black out the Samsung, but I really like how it pops like that. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I went ahead and attached this shelf right here so you can see there's my Xbox, but I'm gonna put a subwoofer down there and I'm gonna put all the Raspberry Pi and everything, so you will be able to swing that open. Obviously these Midway graphics are gonna go, all of this stuff is gonna go. I'm gonna paint this whole thing black and we're gonna put Injustice 2 skins all on the side of this. So this thing's gonna be bad. And then also the control deck, we're gonna have to mount our joysticks and our buttons and then map those to the Xbox One. So anyways, there's a look at it, guys. We're rocking and rolling.
Arizona's Arcade